I can't separate the vultures from the culture no more. Both of them cut the coast cliff for that bogus shit camouflaging the war. But that's a problem for me. I need a line to be.
Welcome to the first episode of After the Buzzard with Coach Will Stanley. And today we have a very special guest. We have Coach Mo Sumter.
Sir, yes, sir. Thanks for having me, though, man. I appreciate you coming on my show, way back when. And, it's good to reciprocate and, just talk basketball. It's good. We talk a lot of basketball, so this is kind of like normal conversation for us.
Your logics and the way that you look at basketball is next level, and that a lot of people know. So it was one of the main keys of me always wanting to do a show with you or, have you on my show or be on your show just to highlight that.
And I appreciate that, for real. Like, for real.
Yeah. Long talks, long conversations. It ain't just like, with us being from the same area or anything like that bias.
Mhm.
It's just that you really are a great recruiter and a great coach, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
But let's jump right into it. The first game was IUP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did you feel? And this is the first two games of the season for you all, correct?
Correct. We had 3 scrimmages. Well, we had 2 exhibitions in the scrimmage. We scrimmaged Richard Bland at home, Norfolk State, and then we ended up having an exhibition with ODU.
How did you feel about those scrimmages then?
For where we are as a program and where we are as a team, those were really informational more than anything. The outcomes for the Norfolk State scrimmage we really didn't keep up with. But I mean, I'm a basketball guy. I know how it turned out.
How you feel?
I can lie to myself all I want to, but then ODU, they have that score up, so you can see how that went. Overall, it's been an up and down kind of deal for us because we're missing so many players.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's hard to really kind of find a gauge of where we exactly are as a team. So really to answer your question, the scrimmages, we learned some things. I don't want to say good or bad, but it was some learning involved.
So IUP, always a top team in the country and especially in the region. Tough team to open up with. They're a team that runs their system and they recruit to that system. So it just seems like they constantly have the same players year by year.
Men and women.
That's a tough start. Why IUP?
Well, let me start with IUP. Me and IUP have a long-standing grudge that only me and IUP know about. I mean, me and myself know about. Right? So being at different schools in the conference, so typically we go up to IUP to play in the opening round tournament. So just about every year that I've been in the CIAA, I went up to IUP, honestly.
Yeah.
Really, I'm talking real talk. I was at Shaw. I don't remember who went there at Shaw, but I don't think we did. I think we went to like West Virginia or something. I know with Virginia State, both years we went to IUP. And then Livingstone, my first year, we went to IUP. And so I'm trying to know. And then my second year, we ended up going to West Virginia. But I've been to IUP 3 times for regular season. And then the playoffs was there another 2 times. So me and IUP have a long-lasting rivalry relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so to be on this side now to play against IUP all over again, and it's the same thing, like you said. They have a system. They have a certain type of player that they recruit. They recruit long, intelligent players. You typically that can shoot and pass the ball. So they have a long-standing, if you want to say traditional, long-standing program standard that they tend to uphold. So playing them this weekend was like, here we go again. Honestly,
yeah.
So I knew what to expect from them. I knew. Looking at the score, you might not think this, but I knew how to prepare for them in a way. I knew what they were going to give us. But with us having only 8 players and those being 1 through 3, we have a big that's really a 3-4. Then we have an undersized 4 who's really a really good freshman, which we'll talk about. Mm-hmm. But going into the game, I knew that what the challenge would be playing against this team. Mm-hmm. Just with the familiarity of history.
It's a tough team to really judge, especially for young players early on, because as we talk about their culture and their system, your mom, dad, everyone understands this is what you're going there for. This is what you got to run, and you're going to wait your time.
They have an identity.
Yeah, they already have their identity. So to start off with a team like that, who's already rolling on all cylinders since the summertime, it's a statement. And I'm looking at the box scores, like y'all double-digit points every quarter, which is not something a lot of teams do with IUP early on, playing them as your first or second game. When you go look back at their schedule as the season goes on, you're going to see a lot of teams who have like 7, 6,
in the 40s, playing in the 40s. things like
Yeah,
that.
they're not going to score a lot of points. They're going to have like 30, 35, 40 points.
Excuse me.
A lot of that is going to come from second half.
So that's kind of how I explained it to our team, and even with the scouting process, how my approach is that we're not ready for IUP right now as a program. And that's not to say that we can't beat them. That's not to say that we're not capable. But because of the system they have in play versus our first year system with our 12 new players and us not even having 4 or 5 of them, it was an uphill challenge, understandably. And I'm always up for that challenge because it gives us a bar. It gives us they beat Virginia State tonight too. Ooh, they beat Virginia State tonight too. Ooh. Like you said, Virginia State, they held them to 32 points.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
get what
wow.
I'm saying? Yeah, now they scored an additional 20 points on us, but we scored an additional 20 points too. So it's the same game basically.
Yeah.
Right. So in Virginia State, I watched them. They can get the clicking. They got rolling the other night, and it was fun to watch. And so yeah, so just looking at the box score, 10 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, 12 in the third, and 18 in the fourth, which are numbers that you can compete with if you're not giving up 25, 22, 26, and 24.
Hey, but watching you all play, it was some misses, but it was a lot of good action that just didn't result to a made shot. That was more so, let's just take more reps when we get in the gym type of thing than IUP stopping y'all action. So
Yeah.
that is what I
So
seen in both games actually.
yeah, so and I appreciate that because we do put a lot of reps into what we do, and we'll talk about the second game, but we did a much better job of it in the second game. But again, we had 8 players, and these are not excuses. This is just behind the scenes trying to put everything together for you. Having 8 players, we implanted their speed with their system. When we got down to the third quarter, they put in the player number 10, who I saw in the scouting report, and I said she's their kind of player, so she may play. And it's funny because it came all the way back around because in the third, I think want to say the third quarter or so, she came in, and she came in with energy, instant energy, and you can see that she was fresh. She was a fresh body versus our 8 bodies that we've been running around all game. So that kind of. And she played good. She played well. I thought she was good on film. All I had was her high school film because when I'm watching Scout, I'm doing Synergy. And if you're from high school, I got to go Huddle. I got to Google, go to your Instagram page, your X page, and just kind of put together an idea of who you are, and get a set of skills so that we can understand what we're faced up. And when I saw her on the film, I was like, she's an IUP kind of player. I instantly saw that. So once again, I just knew what we were getting into. I know their system. I know what they recruit to, and I know how far we are from the product that we're going to be. And that's bodies wise and numbers. That's repetitions. Yeah. That's at the speed of the game. Because you got to think, this is what I was getting at. Most of our team hasn't played Division II.
Okay.
We have a brand new team in which we have one player that played on our team last year who was a freshman who got minimal reps because we were pretty deep last year as far as seniority.
Okay.
We have one player that got injured last year, so I would say she played half the season, just thinking off the top of my head, only half the year. Everybody else is new. We had 2 freshmen. We had another freshman that sat out last year. She redshirted due to injury. So now that I'm saying it out loud, that's 3 freshmen, a junior college transfer, and another transfer from Winston-Salem who had 1 year of Division II under her belt. So between our 8 players, now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm even more proud of them and how we, withstood the weekend. Because none of our players have played a full season of Division II besides one player. And she's adjusting to the point guard position a little bit, which we're going to, make some accommodations for her at that position to make sure she develops how she needs to.
Oh, that's great, man. Just be looking at this percentages of they just got up a lot more shots, and a lot of that is again to death.
Yeah. So as we do, just looking at the numbers, just looking at what you're looking at. So as you're saying, they got up a lot more shots. The shots came from, we had 19 turnovers and we gave up 24 offensive rebounds. So 19 and 24 is what? 43. Yeah. So that's 43 extra possessions they had. And they got 12 more shots. Now let's look at it like this too. They also had 10 turnovers. So 34 extra possessions minus 10 is 24 extra possessions still to get 13 more shots. You know what I mean? So when you break it down like that, we didn't even give ourselves a chance to win the game because we didn't even get enough shots up to compete.
Yeah.
And when you're always taking the ball out, you can't get out in transition, which is one of our strengths, which is one of our advantages over them.
Yeah, y'all did a lot better of that in the second game, West Virginia State too.
So
A lot
yeah,
better.
that was better because we had a better tempo and pace.
Yeah,
We talked about pace and tempo and really had a game plan for having 7. Because we're trying to go fast, right? Everybody in CIAA pretty much is, but we push that and we emphasize it in a certain kind of way. And I think we did a good job of it in the first game, going fast. But to go that fast with that team, with our depth, is a recipe for what you saw on display, right?
yeah,
So, and our young ladies, they fought. They fought hard as they could, long as they could, and it just like you said, it's IUP. They have a system, they have bodies, and we didn't have bodies, and our system is new. So that's a perfect recipe for what the numbers look like.
yeah. I think after getting that game off of them and then coming right back and play, which is something that a lot of them are used to, junior college, coming out of high school.
Yeah.
They probably took the adjustments that you all made a lot better and came back
Okay.
out, because I felt like in the West Virginia State game that you guys, they came out playing fast, which I didn't think they was gonna play that fast. Look at how big they were, but they played really fast. Y'all
Yeah.
handled the tempo. It may not look like it from how the score jumped out,
Yeah.
but they never really kind of rushed y'all like I see teams, especially teams that are down early, young, on offense. Y'all still came down and ran y'all stuff. The first 4 or 5 possessions in that game were just missed shots. They went right in and came right out. So, hey, that's just, all right, we got to get going.
Yeah.
But then y'all sped them up at moments for a team that was trying to play fast. And I don't mean like the normal way of like full court. Like y'all was really speeding them up in the half court, like making them play faster. Like, and that was like, that was great. That was fun. Like for me to be in there, and I kept like for a game that didn't have any sound while you watching it. So to see the action, I really paid attention to it because it was no sound. So like,
Yeah. That's funny. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of film with no sound, so I didn't even equate that. But the thing about it, and that was the important part about it. Like you saying, we controlled the tempo, right?
Yeah.
So as they had to be patient on defense, as we were running our sets and going through our stuff, and getting through our progressions, that made them anxious on offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the game plan, man. And I have to pay homage to Coach Lonnie Blow. I talked to Coach Lonnie Blow this morning, man. We had a conversation, and man, I love that dude. I promise you I do, man.
Man, I got to get Coach on, man.
Man, I talked to Coach Blow, man. That's my dude. And we just had a long conversation, and he was just like, and I didn't even tell him this. And I didn't ask him about it, honestly. We just talked about the game, and I talked to him after the game and was kind of telling him what kind of situation we were in. And he texted me this morning. I had texted him this morning just showing some love on some personal stuff. But he texted me back and he was just like, man, just thinking about the game and how y'all play it. I can't give you the whole scoop because I don't, he might probably use it in his thing. But he gave me a kind of an approach to the game that kind of crossed my mind. But it wasn't exactly what we had been working on and what we do.
Yeah.
And so I've really kind of brushed it off like we know what we're facing. So let's just get better at what we do, was my mind state.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of pushed the thought to the side. So when we had the conversation and he kind of said something to the gist of, not as in depth and not as far out as he broke it down for me, it hit me. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And me and Coach, I talked to Coach about it, and Coach, we collaborated more. She added some sauce to it. And we came up with a game plan for how we wanted to approach today with our bodies on the back-to-back of a day 2, and what we needed to do. And I think for about 25 minutes, it was working, but I ultimately think we ran out of gas, literally ran out of gas. And that's when you saw the game get a little faster in the second half. That was them controlling the tempo.
Yeah.
Because its score was 40-40 at one point.
Yeah.
You know? And once it hit 40-40, I think they went on the 20-7 run. I had in my book, and
I
that was kind
mean,
of where the game broke open.
the only adjustment for them was to throw bodies at y'all. Like that,
You saw that, right?
they just threw bodies at y'all.
Mm-hmm.
People probably played that probably won't play for another 3 or 4 games, but they threw bodies at y'all, and that would kind of change the tide. If y'all players were second guessing if anything that y'all running is working, is absolutely working. Anytime you get in games and the majority of the complaints is we miss shots or we were tired, the system is working.
And they went hand to hand now. We missed shots because we were tired. Our legs. We have no legs. We're playing 7 people. We had 8 the first night. 1 got hurt, so now we're playing 7. And so, and we have quick, athletic players. We have some players that can boogie. Can get up and down the court. And so you can't just stop that. You're not going to just like be able to just calm that down when that ball hits your hand and you got some transition.
Yeah.
And we took some quick shots, and that kept us on defense, which is going to kill your legs twice as much.
But watching the game, if you didn't know, like, and that's the one thing I like about, and I wanted to have this show breaking that down. I really just thought y'all was in y'all rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't think like it was people hurt or anything like that. And so like, and for me, like you're working your rotation early, you're trying to figure it out. But as a fan that's watching this show, why you like it, now they know like why is such and such not in there? Why they ain't doing? You know how they get. So this was a good. I'm glad you mentioned that it was injuries, because I mean it didn't look like a bad rotation. And so to tell me that y'all missing pieces, the upside. It's crazy.
To put it in context, I don't want to give too much. I want nobody to know what we got coming, but we missing our whole front court.
Oh, okay.
Like literally missing our whole entire front court. We recruited about 6 bigs.
Yeah.
That was the first thing we finished. We finished bigs early, and we were trying to find a point guard and another wing or two to kind of complement the whole what we were trying to do. But we lost 2 more bigs, so we really had like 6 of them. One went D1. We lost 2 more players to D1. They kind of how this game, the transfer is working. We got them early, then D1 came in late, and it's the game. No bitter, no hard feelings or nothing. It's just part of the game.
I remember us having that discussion in July, and I was like, man, that means y'all doing a great job recruiting.
Thanks, man.
If D1s are coming, especially at that late, when some of those kids got picked up, you got the opportunity to do what you got to do.
Yeah, always, man. We want you to do what's best for you. We take volunteers, not hostages.
So not to spotlight on just any individuals to say like some are better than the other one, but just from me catching my eye, could you tell me a little bit more about number 3?
Yeah, so number 3 is a freshman. She came on a visit in the summer, just and great family, and we just knew she was long. Her game, she just kind of had this long, stringy game, and when she gets in stride, she takes up a lot of space. She just does a lot of things, And just being honest with you, she reminds me of my young self, as a high school player, as I was developing into myself. Yeah. She just long, and she just blocks shots and just gets deflections, and she can go get a rebound or get a hand on a thing, and it affects the game. And everybody can see that. Even like I say, even other people from out of the stands were like, number 3, I like her, And she didn't play as much the first night, but the second night she got out there and she got a little more comfortable, got a little more confident, and she's just been building. And it's been great to see her develop over these past couple months, because she was there in the summer as well. And just to see her kind of come into her own, and she has a long way to go. Yeah. And in short time, she'll be one of the best players in the gym. I tell you, if not this year, in the coming year.
I didn't know she was a freshman.
Hey, and number 11 as well.
I got number 11 down too. I got 3, 5, and 11.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I absolutely know that we will jump back on when we get into conference, and it will be a lot more players that we talk about. Mm-hmm. But number 3, because I was sitting here thinking she was a transfer. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm even more shocked, because I was looking like, all right, it's a transfer. She's solid. She got something to work on, but as an older kid, we know how it is. Junior college kids sometimes don't really want to work sometimes. Mm-hmm. But to find out that she's a freshman, 1, as we talked before we got on, I don't like to talk about recruiting steals. Great job recruiting her and getting her there.
Coach really did a good job going down there. She's big in North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And that's one of the ones she definitely, put some energy into. And like I said, they came on a visit in the summer and we liked her. Family, like I say, family, great personality, great student. She kind of more quiet than we need her to be, as on the court as a player. But, she looks you in your eyes and she nods and tries to do her best to get it done. Like I say, Jada Clark, another sophomore that didn't play much last year from Tidewater area.
Mm-hmm.
She's another person that it has evolved from last year. Just put in the work in the summer, in the postseason. Her approach to the postseason let me know that she was going to be ready for whatever challenge she faced this year. And when I saw that approach, it made me feel even more confident about how we could recruit guards. We knew we had somebody that was coming back that was going to be, she's going to translate some of the things from last year that we try to put in and anchor us to the next point, in our program. And that's what your returners are supposed to do.
Yeah.
But even more so, that's why I think it's important to recruit high school players. Everybody's running away from high school players. High school players, they maintain the culture.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time. Like, everybody runs from high school players, and I'm giving away some sauce, but you have to recruit high school players because more often than not, they're not leaving.
Yeah.
And then if you have them there for 4 years, that means you have people there that know your philosophy and can translate it from year to year to year. Junior college players, they come in with a culture already from college. They have a college culture. High school players have no idea what they're getting.
But junior college players and for transfers, a lot of it sometimes with them is geared off how successful your team was the year before. And if you didn't have a strong season, it takes a few months to just get them to buy in if they're going to buy in. So like it's you flipping the coin,
and that's what I'm saying.
Buy in.
That's
high
exactly
school kids come, they know, you're built that relationship. You probably have a more genuine relationship with them during the recruiting process.
So I agree with you. They know, but it's more so that they don't know. They're so uninformed that they don't really know. They just gonna follow whatever it feels like because this is their first time at it. And so, but junior college players and other college transfers, they have a sense of what a culture looks like at the college level. And when they come to you, they've picked and chosen which pieces from that last culture that they want, and appreciate, and they're going to bring that with them to try to put it on the new culture.
Yeah.
And that's why the culture clash happens when transfers come in. Junior college, they have a college culture in mind already. High school players have no college culture in mind. They're going to adjust to whatever they come into when they come into your program. So if they come in and it's good stuff and they have some good older people, or they come back the following year, they have some idea what the standard is.
Yeah.
But go ahead, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good, man. Hey, this show is for you to open up and give your stuff, man. Not for me. They ain't come for me.
But speaking to what we were just talking about, they just have no idea. So you're the first bit of information that they're downloaded from college.
Yeah.
So, but the other college kids kind of know what they've downloaded from other schools and other players, and they're leaving the school. Whether that's leaving because they graduated to transfer from junior college, or they leaving because they're transferring from one program to another. For whatever reason it is, new coach, unhappy, want to play more, want to win. They have a reason why they're coming, and they have an idea in their mind of how that's going to get done at the next place because they have some kind of ground level of it. Yeah. So when things get tough, typically the people that they've only downloaded your information. When I say downloaded, like this is their first college experience that they're getting from you directly.
That's what they're going to go to.
That's their only go-to.
Yeah.
So kids that are from somewhere else, they have other go-to. They have other places to pull from when it comes to how to handle a situation, how to react to a coach.
Yeah.
High school kids have no idea how to react to a college coach. And then once you set the standard, they know that I can't do what I was doing with my high school coach, or I can do what I was doing with my high school coach.
You're just going to figure it out, huh?
Yeah, they're figuring it out.
From game 1 to 2, like with the adjustments y'all was able to make in short time, which, I mean, I don't think is a lot of times that this would happen other than probably it won't even happen in tournament for real like that. Y'all at least have like a day or two in between.
But you also played the team probably once or twice already too, so that
so
that has something to do with it.
How you think your team took the adjustments?
I thought we took it great, man. Like I said, we have a pretty distinct system, really rely on our principles, and we talk about our principles a lot. And they bring us back to our core and our home plate of what we should be doing and what the actual standard is. Yeah. So that's stuff we can reference in film. We can reference in practice. we can reference during the game. What are our principles? And everybody should know exactly what our principles are. And you, as a consumer watching the game that knows a little bit about basketball, should have some kind of idea of what our principles are, how we handle ball screens, how we handle off ball screens, how we close out. Like, you, as a basketball consumer, if you're watching the game, you'll be able to see that if we're doing what we're supposed
When
to
I
do.
was watching the game, I was like, "Oh no, man! Is Coach Mo doing my closeout drill? Cause they look really good, dog." Nah, I'm just messing with you, dog.
No.
Nah, I say, y'all look good on the closeouts.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the game again. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm interested to see, because it's never as bad as you think and never as good as you think, So I'd be curious to see what my eyes saw, because my girls was getting on me tonight. My basketball memory is photographic. Like, I can remember exact plays and where everybody was standing and things like that a lot of times. So I can reference back to things almost immediately. But when I watch the film, sometimes I'm a little off, but it's rare. but I want to, but when I watch film, I get the chance to look at that little stuff. How was our closeouts? How many middle drives we allowed, or baseline, drives, or whatever the case may be. How many times we didn't box? So I can really narrow in and rewind and look at each individual person to see exactly who was doing
y'all
what.
gonna feel a lot better about y'all game than what y'all think. Y'all was running some good actions, bro. Like, y'all was really running some good actions.
No, I felt that in the game. I did feel that.
Yeah. So the next game y'all got is coming up with who?
Wednesday we go to Shawan. They were supposed to come to us, but our gym is still being finished. We had a newly renovated gym, and so
y'all got a new facility coming, right?
That's what I'm saying. They remodeled our whole gym. They gutted the whole thing.
Okay.
Redid floors, bleachers, walls, jumbotron.
Did they change the rims?
Well, yeah, we're supposed to be getting new rims too. I don't know if they came in yet, but as the gym will be done.
Double rims, like, boy, that's y'all secret weapon.
Nah, our rims good. I like our rims. They soft. We hit shots at home.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to getting in our gym for our November 29th game. So if you're in town and around, come through, man. We'd love to have you, and anybody else that may reach their ears. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Like I say, brand new gutted gym, brand new bleachers, floor, jumbotron, scoreboard. It's gonna feel good to be in our home gym, because we had listen, I don't even know how many home games we had. Maybe 7, maybe 10 last year. So we spent a lot of time on the road. Wow. But with all that said, too, man, kudos to IUP and West Virginia State. West Virginia State has a brand new coach as well, and commend her for her good job on her first win as a head coach. And salute to IUP, and we'll see y'all in April. Man.
Yeah, hey man, and I appreciate you coming on the show, bruh. And of course, we'll be on again right before CIAA to see how you feeling about the team.
Okay, anytime, brother.
Let me know when I can come on the show.
Yeah, the show will be back. The show will be back jumping soon, man. The Coach Mo Show on YouTube. You can catch me on Instagram, the Coach _Mo Sumter.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what Coach with an X though. COAXH.
Okay. Yeah,
that's my own little twist with the X's and O's. Put the X's and O's in Coach. So definitely go to the website coming soon, made by yours truly, my man.
Hey, Free Money Media. You know what I mean?
Free Money Media website. Coming soon. You'll see a lot of new things on there. Recovery, apparel. Also have workbooks coming. You can also go check out my book, Do It for the Culture. Do It for the Culture. Do It for the Culture. The graphic
will be right here with a link.
There you go, because I don't have the book handy in my hand. But Do It for the Culture. Go check it out. It's on Amazon. I'm super big on the culture, and I want y'all to go check that out. And let me know what you think. Give me some reviews.
Hey, Coach Mo.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on, man. And again, bro, it's always love, and hopefully I can get down there.
Always.
Tell Coach we got to get her on the show, bro.
Oh, for sure. I'll let Coach know. Sooner than later, man. She on that road. She got Coach got a couple girls y'all need to check out too. Check out the girls, man. She got 2 girls ranked in the country right now, ranked in the state. So go check out Coach Ebony Tanner and her girls. They really doing big things.
Her daughters. Yeah.
Yes.
At South Garner.
Her oldest daughter at South Garner. She got another daughter that's 6'3" in the 8th grade. And she can play too. Like, she ain't no big falling over herself type. She can hoop.
Before we dip, I got to shout out to one of my players, Jakaisi Garner, man. This is her merch. You know what I mean? Fast and Fearless. 2027 point guard at Laney High School. And hey, Laney, shout out on y'all win. Coach Mo, let's get back together.
Oh, hold on. My bad. I can't. I apologize. My niece, Justice
Brown
Jones.
She would have said something.
I know. it's no way I could have came to Thanksgiving dinner in a couple weeks and saw her face to face. And I'm 6'5", and she's face to face with me at 6'2".
She'd have seen it.
So, class of 27. She's now at Catholic in Virginia Beach. She's number 56 in the country, I believe, right now. She's climbing. She gonna be top 25 soon. Trust me.
Yeah.
So shout to her, man. Keep doing your thing, girl.
Peace, brother.
Peace, brother. Be safe.
I can't separate the vultures from the culture no more. Both of them cooked. The coast cliff where that bogus shit camouflaging and war, but that's